Beggs at Tishomingo as we go to 2A2, District 2 next. These kind of two teams that kind of look like they're headed in opposite directions. The Demons have won two in a row, keeping their playoff hopes alive. Tishomingo's dropped four straight, sort of hanging on by a thread. Can the Indians cling to that hope and get back in the hunt this week, Mark?
Don't think so. That four-game losing streak after starting off the season pretty well probably extends to five. Um, Another very tough district here. Beggs, uh, Holenville, Davis, and Dibble playing pretty well this year. So I think Beggs goes to 6-3 and wins their third straight.
Coach Meek?
It was a pretty tough game to pick. Looks like a pretty competitive game. Beggs kind of sitting in that three seed right now in their district, but they really need this game to hang on to a playoff spot because they got a tough Dibble team next week. So if they drop both of those, they'd be at the five seed looking on the outside in. So I think they're going to know that going in how big this is for their playoff hopes. So I think it's going to give them a little edge to go out and play, and I think they're going to get it done over Tishomingo and lock up playoff spot.
How about you, Jace?
I'm going with Beggs just solely off the fact that they helped me win my state championship in that beautiful second round or third round game it was. That was a slacking. So I think they're going to come out on top. And I don't know anything about Tishomingo.
Well, I referenced that game last week. We get to town and the whole town's out of water. The water shut off in town, so they didn't have any running water, no
Yeah,
plumbing.
you were carrying around a water bottle for all the players, weren't you? Just pouring it in our mouths.
Well, no, I don't. I wasn't worried about that. I was more worried about Wolf, who just ate at Ron's. That's what I was worried about. He didn't get his pregame ritual in. That's what I was worried about. All right, so Tom also taking Beggs in this one, so it looks like the Demons has the backing of everybody on the panel.
Well, yeah, definitely. Although I do think this game, the fact that Beggs has to travel to Tishomingo, even though Tishomingo has, season has kind of taken a turn for the worse once they got into district play. It's no easy task to go on the road this time of year. And like Sean said, Sean keeps hitting the nail on the head. This is that time of year where these games like this, there's a lot right on this game for Beggs, and Tishomingo can play spoiler, but Beggs has too much athleticism. I think too much of an edge, depth wise, both sides of the ball. You know, I think this game. I've got Beggs a 7-point favorite at Tishomingo. And I think Beggs ends up winning the game 30-21, although they could end up pulling away and win by a little more than that. But I think Tishomingo will keep it closer than most of us think. But I got Beggs winning 30-21.